Okay, good day, ladies and gentlemen. I welcome you today to Face to Face TV. Here on Face to Face TV, we talk about so many important issues, and today we want to talk about, one particular life issue that has been, giving me concern, and that is entitlement mentality. Entitlement mentality, as we know, is this belief, that one deserves a special treat, deserves much attention, deserves reward without putting in the necessary energy or effort to earn him that particular, result and treat he needs. So when someone stays on his own and say, I deserve this, I deserve that, even when the person comes to you for an aid, he is having this high expectation that you're going to give him heaven and earth. But you ask yourself, this person that is having much expectation from me, what has he contributed? If it is in an establishment, what has he contributed in this establishment? If it is in your life, what has this person contributed in your life? If it is in your business and everything, you begin to ask, what role has this person played politically? This person is expecting so very, very high things from me. What role did he play during my elections? And so on and so forth. So whenever someone is, expecting, something very, very great that is not, equal to the effort he has put into that particular thing he's expecting, or that person is expecting such rewards from, we call it entitlement mentality. So one of the signs that we know that someone is exhibiting entitlement mentality is when that person is expecting a special treatment without earning it. When somebody does not earn something, you're supposed to know. When someone is, okay, for instance, you have, someone who is very close to you, just because that person has started exchanging pleasantries with you, and that person is a very wealthy man. From time to time, you may pass his compound and say, I saw up to 20 vehicles, later in his compound. Will it be so difficult for him to give me one vehicle? This person you're saying this thing to, you have never done anything for him in your life. Even if you have, that doesn't, warrant you earning a vehicle from him. So when someone exhibits such character, we say that that person is exhibiting entitlement mentality, lack of gratitude for what others do for them. Those who exhibit entitlement mentality lack gratitude at all, and that is they are not satisfied. They are far away from satisfaction. You may beg someone money, and that person, out of his magnanimity, will give you 1 naira. You say, in your imagination, this person in his status, with the kind of house he lives in, with the kind of vehicle he's driving, supposed to give me up to 100 naira. Why is he giving me 1 naira, ordinary 1 naira? What am I going to use 1 naira for? So such people don't show gratitude. Those with entitlement mentality will continue to blame others. Whatsoever thing every other person has done is a problem, it's a challenge to them. They will keep on blaming others for their misfortune, for their failures, for everything they didn't get right. That is one of their characteristics. Another characteristic of those who exhibit entitlement mentality is feeling above, the rules. Feeling above the rules. You have known that this thing is the order in this place. But because this person is your uncle, because you know this person or he's from your village, you now bite into his establishment with breaking the rules and breaking the orders. That is not proper. Because I know this man, he's from my village now. That now will now give you the impetus to bite into an establishment, into the government house, into anywhere, because you know that man up there, and you think Yes, I know him. So those with entitlement mentality do not respect rules and order. They do not adhere to rules and order. They are always being easily offended. Very little thing they will flame up. Very little thing because they think they deserve the best. They also, take more than giving. That's one of the things. When they say that givers never lack. What of lackers? They never give now. You understand? So when your hand is always up to receive, what of those people? Oh no, when your hand is always down to receive, why not try and reverse the hand to be up to bless others? So those with entitlement mentality do not, they don't normally give. They don't normally give because they think they are the only people who deserve to receive good things from others. You may ask, what are the causes? Why will someone all of a sudden begin to exhibit entitlement mentality? That is maybe because their upbringing were poor. Maybe it could be as a result of poor upbringing or lack of struggle. Some people don't want to stress themselves at all. They don't want to stress themselves at all. They are always after quick money. They are always after get rich quick syndrome. No, when others are going through the process of learning a trade and learning a business, they fold their hands and say, after all, I have a big uncle there. When I finish school, he's going to, give me 100 million naira to start up a business. And when you have set this, standard for yourself and this goal for yourself, bet me, it's going to cost. There is every tendency that that's not going to work. And immediately this works, my brother, my sister, you find out that, this mentality will now envelope the person. I have finished school. This man, my mates have started this. These are men that have started one thing or the other, learned some skills and developed themselves. Some of them started struggling while in school, and you were busy waiting for who will establish you, and take you to level 100 without counting one. It doesn't work that way. Another thing is very social influence. Social influence is another thing that causes the entitlement mentality. When you see people amassing wealth on the social media, and you forget that you don't know what exactly they are doing. You don't know the source of their income. At times, whenever they appear on camera, they appear very neat and expensive. You don't know how inside of their house is. So we should not be moved by what we see on the social media. Social media influence has misled so many people today, especially the youth and young couples. The youth and young couples. Youth generally and young couples. This social media influence has done a whole lot of harm in improving and encouraging the entitlement mentality. I'm trying to bring young couples here because it is also applicable. When you start seeing your fellow women, doing one thing or the other, flashing, very expensive hairs and clothing, we think, what is my husband doing and all that? And with also the social media influence, we see these young guys that will come to the event and shut the club down, do a whole lot of things, change cars and all that. We think that everything is rosy for them. My brother, focus on your struggle and your own time will definitely come. Another thing that we need to discuss here is how are we going to deal with this entitlement mentality. Number one point there is you must practice gratitude. You must learn how to show gratitude. Whoever that has done any little thing for you, please show gratitude. I was telling someone days ago that no matter how little any gift you receive from anybody is, try to show gratitude. Because that person that remembered you, that person that has remembered you and give you handkerchief, really mean well for you. Whether you believe that that handkerchief is your worth or not, at least show gratitude. Most of the time, people do try you with little things. With little things. When you do not show appreciation with the little, they also know that you are not going to be appreciative when they give you much. It is even in the parable, in the Bible. So that little thing that you have received from any person, try to show gratitude. I was interacting with one rich man the other day. He said that he was in his compound and young guys brought African star apple to him. That left for him, couldn't have gone for it, but you see, whatsoever thing they were thinking and picked this African star apple and brought to him, that he is very, very grateful. He received it with joy and blessed them. So whatsoever thing any person has given to you out of his magnanimity, please try to show appreciation. We also need to develop a strong work ethic. You know, for you to overcome entitlement mentality, struggle to develop a strong work ethic that will make you earn that sense of hustle, to know that whatsoever income that is coming to you, has a value. You must be able to attach a value to whatever you have made. And also you need to acknowledge others' efforts. Whatsoever thing others have done for you, acknowledge their efforts, because it is not out of place. Then you must enhance discomfort and growth. For you to overcome entitlement mentality, you must at some point in time make yourself uncomfortable so that you can be able to grow up. I believe that with these few points, we have said a little that we need to tell and encourage especially our youths, to run away from this entitlement mentality. There are dangers if someone is being overtaken by entitlement mentality, because when your expectations are not met, the resultant effect is that you're going to feel so disappointed, and the disappointment will lead to frustration, and the frustration might also lead you to the other side of life. So let us try as much as possible to hustle, do the little we can, and also wait for those big promises. When people make promises to you, do not attach your destiny to promises. I repeat, do not attach your destiny to promises. Thank you very much. Face to face.